All right, everybody, welcome back to the Connecticut Film and TV Conference. My name is Jason A. Coombs. I'm an actor, filmmaker, and the executive director of the Bridgeport Film Fest. And I'm here today with Jack Charbonneau, the technical director of the opening ceremony of the Beijing Olympics, among many other credits, Jack.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with us.
My pleasure. Flew in for Park City for this.
Park City, Utah.
Yeah, because I used to be production manager of the Meadows Music Theater and Oakville Musical Theater and then Broadway productions, so 16 of the Schubert. The arts have been really good to me,
Yeah.
and it's time for the next generation, I thought to keep on perpetuating it.
Yes.
From what I've seen through this event, it's going really good. I feel better than it has. Yeah.
There's a quote that I love, Jack. It's someone told me that you're supposed to lift as you climb, right? So as you grow in your career and get bigger opportunities and get to that next level, you're supposed to bring people along with you. So I love that you're back and you're doing that. You're a testament to that.
Yeah, it just amazes me because I've been gone for, I don't know, what, almost 15 years. I was in Jacksonville for a while in Park City.
Wow.
But I come back here and I worked here all my life. And probably about 20, 25 people came up to me and they knew me and they say, I remember half of them. But no, I was very, very pleased. A real professional group of people have all done this organization.
Of course, we're so honored to have. I'm honored to be here. So let's talk about the Olympics. If y'all haven't seen this, I want you to go on YouTube after this and look up the Beijing opening ceremony Olympics. There's hundreds of people. They're drumming. There's light changes and everything. It was how does something like how do you? It might be a stupid question, so I apologize. But how does something like that come to fruition? Like, how do you know I want to have 100 drummers? I want to have these lights that go off and on. Like, there's so many moving pieces.
Well, I was very fortunate. The owners of the theater, they had a tie-in. Henry Kissinger for Secretary of State. Yes, main secretary was our main contact in China.
Yeah.
And we had the 38 provinces of China perform for us. The first time they've ever done it for a private group. And I put together a Tony Award winning team with the help of others, of course.
Yeah.
And that I grew up with, from Russia, from Sweden, all over the place. And they went over there 2 weeks and, just watched every single act. A long 50-foot conference table the first few days, all the big shots from China.
Yeah.
They were all one people on the other side. And the second day, I said, wait a minute, guys, and took all the hidden mics between the plants. Put them all here, you can hear us better, y'all. Yeah, so, I just have that fun with it, And I did a lot of touring, no life,
Yeah, because you've worked with every artist, right? But like just about name some of your the most influential artists you worked with.
Well, I did the first 2 American tours for Queen in production. Did the first American tour was Jethro Tull. And I was friends with David Crosby because I worked with just Nash and Young so many times. And John Fogerty's a friend of mine, and, the late Eddie Van Halen. So, but mostly it's, I toured 52 different countries. So, I mean, I just, got around kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You worked for giants of
Well,
music history.
everybody just about, because when I was 14, I started working in Oakdale Musical Theater when it was a tent. And then it was in the round, and there was a wooden dome in the round. And then we built the new Oakdale Theater, and I was responsible for everything backstage, And I was, I did the lighting for many years and was a production manager. It's just a new one opened.
Yeah.
Until I left and I headed out west, now Jacksonville, which is a lot of fun because I was a big skier.
Yeah.
In Park City. Wow. But I think my skiing days might be over.
So Kate, maybe describe what it's like transitioning from a world of Broadway theater, which is usually a bit more intimate, right? To then going to these big stadium and arenas.
Yeah.
Like with these rock stars.
Well, I grew up with both rock and roll. Yeah. And it just, when the Coliseum opened, it was there right away. I mean, I was even worked at the Regal Arena. But so I worked a lot. Broadway, we did a lot of productions. I mean, you had long work hours, and you get to tour ready because New Haven would be a tryout town for the Broadway shows.
Before most of
New Haven, to go to Boston, Toronto, and open up in the city, your city. So right up to going through college, I did a lot of that. And then when the Heart Pacifics had their roof collapse, we had all the concerts in the Coliseum. And then when they reopened, I went up there, and so I was working both places, and a lot of hours.
You have a favorite Broadway show that you worked on?
Yeah.
Which one? And why?
It was Othello with James Earl Jones,
Oh,
Christopher Plummer, Diana Wiest, and Kelsey Grammer.
those Titans.
I worked production on it at the Shakespeare Theater at Stratford. I took it on the road as a head electrician, production electrician.
Yeah.
And then I opened it up with the Winter Garden Theater, and they just restored that. And it was a blast. Christopher Plummer was a tough guy, but he was a great actor.
Yeah.
But that was probably my favorite. Although Ain't Misbehaving was a close second.
Oh, yeah. Preview is incredible.
Oh, yeah. The good thing about the world tour is we were traveling with the best jazz musicians, okay? So, and they knew every single country. They knew the jazz places, and they'd be out of the way. You would never find these places. So I got to hear some great jazz during that particular tour. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, too. They were all fun, you know?
Yeah.
It's what I did.
I love that. So how do you navigate making sure that you can fulfill the vision of like, one of the major artists you to work with to making sure like their concert vision comes to life?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of Rivers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was
The writers are what they require.
there's a rider, the answer that's six, sometimes that, it's like, and you just have to line up all the backline gear, the lighting, the sound, you just have to make sure you cross all the T's and dots the I's, because and plus growing up in the business, working since I was 14 in the business, it's like you just learn stuff naturally. So
Yeah.
you know the answers, and if I don't know the answers, I just make it up. Or what are you gonna do?
Is that what make it till you make it?
Hey, have to. Usually I know, but just a Western why they did it in 6. I just turn around and come back and look right in the eyes until whatever I felt McDonald's. Yeah, but and most of the artists were really good. It's country artists were great. Rock and roll was a little bit more difficult. Broadway, you had your personalities, but
Divas.
you're more of a family on the Broadway because you're traveling with each other for like 9 months.
Yeah. They were yeah.
All these different cities. So, well, yeah, with the rock and roll, sometimes it'd be real tough because like we do say Elton John, Bruce Springsteen, maybe Billy Joel, and they just happen to be booked right after one another. So you didn't get any sleep for 3 days. Now, I don't even care. And you grab an hour sleep in a cable crate or something.
Yeah.
But even when you're young and strong, when you wake up after that 12 hours, your bones are baked,
Yeah.
But it's, hey, you got to give to the arts, you just can't take.
I love that.
Yeah.
So do you have any advice for someone who's wants to get into the world of?
Absolutely. And that's one reason I came here.
Yeah.
Because I want the young people really who want to excel. First thing I always tell them is just make sure what you do, you love doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, make it your commitment to the day, be the best at what you're doing. And number 3, pick out 3 of the best people at what you want to do and make them your mentors. You put all that stuff together, you're going to have success in this business, But, it takes drive, attitude, and, a lot of sacrifice because you're sacrificing. Heck, I sacrificed most of the holidays, almost all the weekends because that's you went on most of the shows,
Yeah.
But you have to have the love for the arts.
Is there anything you regret of your career?
Not really. Not a lot.
It was worth it, man.
Like, I had a lot.
Rock and rolls.
Rock and roll.
You said 92.
And it was 52 countries.
52.
Rock and roll then it was great because it was pretty decadent. Okay. Now it's a squeaky clean, But back then it's like anything went. My first rock show I did was Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
And they had 2 55-gallon garbage cans full of beer. One's up right, one's up center.
Yeah.
So you'd be working a little while. You want a cold beer after work. Well, yeah, nothing like that now. That's old time rock and roll. But yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I'll tell you that much. I was always, my dad was head rigger of the New Haven Coliseum, so I was always the guy climbing and doing the truss spot and stuff. And just about any major act I think of I worked, including all the black acts too.
Yeah.
The Roger Sherman Theater, which is now the Palace Theater in New Haven.
Oh, yeah.
It used to have there was a Black Mafia piece of book all with Marvin Gaye, the Harlem at the Funkadelics, and Doll, and it's like, oh, man, it was great. Yeah, Kravitz. So, pretty well rounded.
You're a big music guy still, right? Still listen?
Well, yeah, I like music, but I'm not involved. And right now, it's like, if I was on that birthday today, I know it's all the cake, yeah. I'm at their birthday today. There'll be people's birthday cake downstairs. I'm going to steal his advice. They sang happy birthday to me in the green room. It was really touching. I was like, well, must have done something right sometime.
Clearly. Yeah. I was going to ask you if you can name your 3 favorite albums or 3 of your favorite albums that you always go back to.
It wasn't so much the albums as the artist.
Yeah.
Like Queen, I love Queen.
Freddie Mercury.
I mean, oh yeah.
Voice.
Long ago, Deep Purple. I sang over there's a lead singer I like at least 4 octave voice. And when I heard him, I said I gotta go with his son, do something else, because if you get to the best at it, there's something you can be the best at. So John Fogerty, Creed is. He's a great guy. He comes, he doesn't take the star dressing room, just takes the dressing room right next to my production office. Wow. Says, come here, Jack, and you're going to sign 3 posters. And I'd always get 3 posters signed.
Yeah.
And I paid to have them all framed. I donate 2 to charity and put 1 in storage. I was going to have those 2 storage bins full of rock and roll and Broadway side gold letters. There's like a lug around. Probably just give the Sotheby's and have them sell it or something.
Yeah.
I got to have less now. When you're growing up, you want more. I don't want less. I just want chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your birthday wish this year? You want to share with us?
Yeah, it's right here. I couldn't think of that first. Well, my best birthday, though, was I was in charge of the production for Nutcracker. And I got 18 principals from Russia. I got the Russian ballet from Washington, D.C., 50-piece choir, and a full orchestra.
Yeah.
Well, right before the show, I get Jack Charbonneau and Paige doing my productions come down the stage right away. So I said, oh my God, it's opening up, it's going wrong, Yeah. I come down there, it was my birthday. They roll out a birthday cake, choir sang to me, the orchestra played. They were all there. It's like, that was touching. Today was touching too, It was nice to give and give back,
Yeah. Well, Jack, it's an honor for me to sit with you and talk to you. And I
That's
hope we can connect.
You're a cool dude, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay.